Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Yo.
What's going on, y'all?
Another one, man. We back for another Hidden Hand Moment, Truth Talk Nation, man. What's up, Mizzle?
T Mills was great in the building.
Man.
Judah, what's up, man?
Judah Woke Ace, and we got Mark from 7 Mile. What's up?
What's the word?
Man, another week.
Yeah, we back, man.
Another episodes, man.
With the real truth, man.
Right.
For the truth. Hidden Hand, we back again, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Glad to see everybody tuned back in for another good week of some good Truth Talk, you know what I'm saying? Truth Talk news.
Man, so we got the let's start off, man. We got breaking news shit. I know y'all probably heard it by now. And it just broke within a couple hours ago with the Kabul explosion. You know, we did a episode. We got the Taliban is back.
Oh yeah.
But they back blowing shit up. I mean, we drew last week. They blaming Biden, you know what I'm saying? And he left Americans behind and shit. So the Americans is so-called trying to get through this little gate. I think it's called the Apple Gate or some shit that gets you to the airport. They blew that up. They blew the airport up and a hotel. So I think they blew up like a few sections and little areas and shit to where they got over 13 dead and several people injured, man. The U.S. military, man, this looking bad for Biden.
Man, that's crazy, man.
How you got all these artillery, man? You getting blew up and you let the Taliban take over.
And on top of that, you know, we left all type of tanks, vests, ammunition, guns, you know,
billions of dollars worth of shit.
Worth of stuff, man. We left it for them to use against us.
Right.
And
probably left them some bombs.
Yeah, of course they did. Of course. They left them a lot, man. So they use it against us, and they basically killing innocent people, Americans, and only just not on top of that, civilians, you know, people that just everyday living, man, children, women, kids, you know. It's just they did a terrible thing, and like I said, they blaming your big boy biting on this one, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're calling all the shots right now, but it's not looking real good.
So let's roll this out, man. Let's roll the Kabul explosion at the airport, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they're talking about.
Check.
The Afghan nationals who have helped us in the 20 years that we've been on the ground there, and of course the service members, some of now who are potentially wounded and potentially even killed in this latest attack, Christina. And so we're still trying to get those numbers. I know you've been working your sources. What have you learned?
I don't want to say any numbers at the moment because, look, you and I have covered, unfortunately, enough mass casualty events to know that those numbers always change and they likely go up as you get farther and farther away from the event. It looks like there's different numbers for each location. There was an explosion at the Baron Hotel, which is near the airport, and then at this Abbey Gate, which, as we said, is a place that a lot of people have been using to try to get through. And we've seen a lot of photos of this is the gate that has that watery ditch. And someone a little while ago, now I can't confirm this video, but a trusted person sent me a video on Twitter a little while ago of what that water looks like right now, and it's a lot of bodies, and it looks a lot more than even the numbers that I've been seeing internally. It looks like a pretty bad event, and it looks like mostly civilians, judging by their clothes and judging by the chaos that I'm seeing in the videos.
And you know, we've talked about the one source that you have is an American citizen who is still in Afghanistan, who has not ignored but has chosen not to remove themselves from Afghanistan.
First video from the ground in Kabul sent by our correspondent on the ground through the different media reports. That's the first video that's come in of the suicide bombing. There was suicide bombing and gunfire. Suicide bombing and gunfire. And Republic has got the first video. It's a 12-second video. 12-second video from outside the Kabul airport. From one of the local news agencies there in Kabul. Our reporter on the ground forwarding the first video that's come in.
Developments. You know people who are heading to the airport. I know people who are heading to that airport to get out. And this was talked about by Western intelligence agencies in the last 24 hours. And now this.
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to make contact with a number of people that we've been in touch with who are in and around the airport to check that they're safe and to try and find out more details. At the moment, they haven't come yet, but what we do know, or what we're being told, is that a suicide bomber blew himself up close to the Abbey Gate entrance to the airport. That's a entrance where there's a presence of British soldiers and American soldiers. I've been there, I've filmed there on a number of occasions. There's large crowds of ordinary Afghans trying to get through.
Man, what's up, man? That shit crazy. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we on. That explains it all right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You see it for yourself. The news report was a lot of innocent people died. The land in the water, man. The lake, man. That's terrible, man.
Right, man. And so, like we said, we reported weeks ago, the Taliban is back. And so now you're hearing them back in the news, blowing shit up. They blowing themselves up, supposedly, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I can say, the Taliban don't wear no mask or nothing. They over there, man. You don't hear about no corona going on or nothing. They just blowing shit up. They getting rid of all that westernized type mentality.
Anger that built up in them, yeah.
Right, but we spent trillions. They probably spent 100 racks, man, defeating us. Just hiding out of the mountains, man, eating beans out the can or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, and you reward them. You reward them at the end of the day with, tanks, armor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they upgraded.
Guns. Yeah, they upgraded.
They spent 20 years in the mountains hiding out, getting bombed.
New uniforms. They got uniforms, American uniforms. Come on, man.
Man, so we got to pick. Senator Cotton say Biden will blame Americans stranded in Afghanistan because the Afghan Taliban said they got to be out by August 31st. It was like September 15th, but they getting hard. And they said by saying Biden will say that the Americans over in Afghan don't want to leave. So my man is predicting. I mean, now if he come out, Biden come out like, you know what I'm saying, I tried to get the Americans out because they just blew some Americans up. They over there stranded right now. So we one of the mightiest, supposed to be the mightiest army on earth, and we leaving Americans behind.
Stranded. To eventually get killed.
By the Taliban. Yeah. So we got that, man. What else, man? We got shit, man. What's next? We got the Rutgers football player Peyton Powell transfer from the Rutgers football over the vax requirement, man.
Requirements, yeah. So evidently they wanted all the players to be vaccinated, and he going against that. So. And his best interest is he just wanted to just transfer, get out of there.
So what is this? You got all like the NFL. You got some NFL players that's retiring right now. You got some that's have not taken the jab right
Sitting
now. Some top dudes, and they asked Brett Favre the other day. He was kind of like, they like, did you get the shot? He like, I ain't putting my business out there. I'm on a yes or no type side. So you know what I'm saying. They like, all right, you don't got to answer. So, but he basically was against it. So you got some of these top football players.
Yeah, Hall of Famers,
And you got the Atlanta Falcons came on and said they are 100% fully vaxxed.
Atlanta Falcons football team.
Yep.
Yeah, so like I said, a lot of teams is mandating that you get vaccinated fully before you can even, come into a locker room or even get signed.
Right.
Get your new contract deal, you know what I'm saying? If not, you have to be forced to sit out the season, or might even have to change your career because the way times is going on, it might be all across the board where you can't even be, you know what I'm saying, certain events you can't even go to without being vaccinated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you just, you being outcast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got the FDA. Big news was this Monday or something that they approved the Pfizer jab. And so the same lady that approved it, that's the head of it right now, her name is Dr. Janet Woodcock. Y'all can look her up. She was also the same lady that approved Oxycontin and fentanyl.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa.
And then you know what I'm saying, some more news. FDA approved a third of their drugs got recalled, which was over 8,000. 8,000 to this date, over 8,000 drugs from the FDA has been recalled. I remember Crestor and Gardasil and come on, y'all. It's a whole bunch of them. We could Plevicet and
Johnson & Johnson.
And then you got a 2003 up under the, the watch of FDA. Bayer knowingly sold HIV-infected proteins, which is a blood clotting agent to agent in Latin America, approved by FDA. Bayer did.
That's the aspirin. Aspirin drug.
Yeah, the aspirin
So
people.
what that's
But
basically saying is
they got
you can't
vaccines
trust
and
the
shit.
damn FDA and what they approve any damn.
Yeah, because a third of their drugs has been recalled. Over a third. That's a hell of a slice.
Want any fentanyl, anybody?
Yeah, I mean, the most deadliest shit. So the lady that approved the vaccine, people, this is facts. Now, this is facts. She approved Oxycontin and fentanyl. So she's really the start or the reason for the opioid crisis right now in this country.
Whoa.
Dr. Janet Woodcock. You know, so that's just some little news for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Did we put up the fair use disclaimer yet? Yeah. Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we used on this show is just for educational and news purposes. So we go ahead and put that up. Fair use disclaimer.
Hey.
So, what's next?
What about my man from what we got? Detroit police officer.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's hold on. We got the we got the Detroit PD arrested. Let's talk about that. We got the Detroit PD arrested. What did he do
on his graduation day?
On his graduation day, and also in the same video, we got at the Detroit Pittsburgh game. The
man in has fights with
the lady slaps the man, slaps this black guy, just slaps him. I guess they get into an argument. He knocks her guy out and slaps the shit out of her at the Detroit Lions and Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So
Crazy
we got
shit.
this all in one. Let's watch this right quick.
Crazy shit, y'all.
The wrong side of the law just hours after graduating the academy. Topping our news at 6, that officer was one of several new recruits who took the oath to protect and serve.
And the graduation ceremony took place Friday morning in downtown Detroit. But we want you to take a look at video from hours later. It shows the officer in a brawl in Greektown. Local 4 defender Sean Lay joins us live with more on the officer and what happened here. Sean.
We'll walk you through it. We have video of the officer getting his badge from the chief on Friday morning, taking pictures with the chief. Hours later, he was arrested by members of his own department. Those arresting officers reporting that the officer was disruptive and making racial comments after they took him into custody.
Okay then.
The local 4 defenders have the video of a Detroit police officer getting into a fight in Greektown at 1:30 Saturday morning. Now look at this. That same officer, only hours before, graduated from the police academy, saluting Chief White, getting his badge and posing for a photo with the chief, and then getting this message.
The department expects your best. This community expects your best. And this community deserves your best.
Let's take you through the video. The officer is on the left in the white t-shirt. He's in his uniform pants and you can see his new badge. Detroit officers jump in and the new officer continues to throw punches. Retired Assistant Detroit Police Chief Steve Dolan has never heard of a new officer being arrested by his own department.
Somebody get his glasses.
Oh man, that's crazy right there, man.
Right.
You get your certificate, you graduate, then you go out the same night
celebrate
with your uniform pants on. Yeah.
Oh, he probably was off the Jameson.
You still got your uniform pants on, and all you do is go to the gas station and buy a white tea.
Couple shots of Jameson and IPAs, man. That'll do it to a nigga, man. Well, they get it to a fight. What you say?
You think you the man?
I'm the police, boy. They like, man, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. I guess they thought they hyped him up.
Here come the real police to arrest your dumb
The
ass.
real police arrest your dumb ass, man. Now you starring shit. You a criminal,
right? On your graduation day. I don't know how grandma feel on that
You're
one.
a criminal on your own graduation
God damn
day.
it! I seen you on the news twice. Damn, getting your diploma and going to jail.
It's like getting hired and fired the same day.
Damn. Fucking dummy, man.
Hey, man, what you do? How do you do that, man?
That's worse than getting fired on your day off. That's like getting fired on your day off on the job. Like you went to work on your day off and got fired.
Right.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man.
By your coworkers.
Right. The same people that you probably walk across the stage with.
Come on, man. Damn.
See, they graduated from it. They didn't know.
Nigga, what's wrong with
They didn't
you,
know
man?
that the dude that was walking next to him was going to be their first case, their first
Right.
arrest and shit. They didn't know that. Damn. What part of the game? What part of the game is that?
I don't know what part of the game, but we don't need niggas like that in the Detroit Force.
Perfect training.
No, all jokes
That's
aside, we don't need
perfect training.
no aggressive people like that patrolling the streets of Detroit. Because you just asking for some type of lawsuit or some type of incident. You just asking for it, acting like that.
You know what? About 2-3 weeks ago, the other police officer knocked the guy out down in Greektown.
Right. So we don't need, man.
Straight
Come on,
sucker
man.
punch them, man.
That's
And then, you know, you remember
sucker
the other,
punch
the two, the one that was a rookie cop, lady driver, that pulled up on the scene with a man pulled out the AR and shot my man. And they basically pulled off.
They pulled off.
What type of class? Who y'all hiring, man? Y'all getting all them old Amazon workers, man. That's returned. That's leaving Amazon, and they like, man. I thought I was just gonna ride around in the cruiser all day, man.
And they getting jumped down the
They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for the smoke.
bumping that thing up. I didn't want no problem. I just wanted to just ride around bumping and maybe stop at Coney's. And stop at the liquor store, because you know what I'm saying, we always seeing the boys at the liquor store.
Yeah, we need better police, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Better police officers out here, y'all. Come on now.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no goof troops out here. We don't need no goof troops, man.
While we on it, man, we got OnlyFans dropped the porn ban. And we will continue to allow sexual content, man. They said fuck that. It was so much backlash, man, because they was talking about taking out the sexually content. So people were like, you know what? We'll go to another site. And the other sites was just licking their chop. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to let that.
Like MySpace, like we coming back, damn it. We
Right.
coming back.
MySpace is coming back.
man. Coming back.
Sexually content on there now.
They open the doors. They open the door. They got to have some competition. So they let down. Somebody else going to come up.
Right. Right, man.
Let the doors open, man.
I like that comment
open.
that Rita said. She said about the last story. She said it wasn't meant for him to be a cop.
Was it?
Not even for a day.
Not even for a day. You couldn't even last 24 hours,
Not
man.
even for a day.
You graduated in the day and at night you get arrested. God damn it, man. Where they get this?
You get drunk with your uniform pants on.
Hey, look, they slowed it down. Here goes his badge right there. He still has his badge on him. He's so proud.
On, man.
He's just man, I made it. I could beat anybody's ass. Come on, man. You done turned this shit into a gang, man. Is they the biggest gang in Detroit? I don't know, man. Let me not start shit.
Yeah, we don't want to speak about that. We gotta live here, man. We still stay here.
Right. I don't got no problems, man. But anyway, let's get back on this other world shit. We got 52%. We got the picture of 52% of the southern Nevadas allegedly is the COVID deaths was fully vaccinated people. And that's news out of
52%.
That's allegedly 52% of the southern Nevada patients of the COVID deaths was fully vaxxed. So I mean,
that's crazy, Judah. That's crazy.
That's allegedly now. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we only reporting what's out there, you know what I'm saying?
Information. This information, you know.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
allegedly.
That's news coming out of Nevada, you know what I'm saying? Well, no problem.
Hey. The lines is open, man. Anybody want to call in, you know?
Right, speak their mind, you know what I'm saying? I know we be running through this shit fast, you know what I'm saying? They calling in like,
you know, we open for questions, you know, whatever.
Man, so we got also we got a video. We got a Tucker Carl, Nancy Pelosi was at a dinner, man, in the Napa Valley with no mask on. Isn't she the same one that's at the leader of the house that said everybody must come in here with a mask? Wasn't that her? That came out with that rule.
Nancy, ain't she like this always?
Yeah, you gotta wear your mask. So they caught her at this high profile dinner. Where it was over 30,000 a plate. Right. So you know they wasn't wearing no mask. I'm paying 30 racks, man. Goddamn, I play. Fuck you. Fuck you, mean. Wear what? I'm wearing the tux. Yeah, that's what I be wearing. I'm wearing the tux. Oh yeah, okay. Or I just take out my 30,000. And I might have bought like a few plates. You know, they got me and my wife got to come. It's $30,000 per plate.
She was there.
So she was there, her and a bunch of high ups. Nobody got on masks, but guess who had on the mask, Mizzle? The help.
The servers.
All the help. All the way around.
The
Now,
servants.
this is the same lady that's all in Washington, D.C. She all around her staff members, all around her members in Congress. Oh, no. No, anybody come in. She had the rule. Hey. Y'all can look this up. Anybody come in Congress will be fined due to House rules.
She
choked out Nancy.
Yeah, she keep the mask on.
Right. So let's look at this video and let's elaborate on this video from this Tucker Carlson and see what the fuck going on, man. Let's look at this shit right quick.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Ever get the feeling we've been here before? Oh, we have. At the height of the worst pandemic in American history, that would be the Spanish flu of 1918, cities across America did something that the rest of us would find familiar today. They issued mandatory mask mandates and they punished anyone who didn't comply. Quote, the man or woman or child who will not wear a mask now is a dangerous slacker, reads a typical announcement from the Red Cross at the time. The city of San Francisco took these rules very seriously, so seriously that a city health agent in San Francisco shot a man who refused to wear a mask. He hit the two bystanders who happened to be standing behind the man. Now that seemed a bit much to some people, but many other people thought it was fine. They went along with it. They were very afraid of the virus. They wanted to do their part to stop it, but most of all, they trusted their leaders. And if their leaders put a mandate in place, they assumed it was for a good reason, and they wanted to help. And then a single picture changed everything. A photographer who happened to be attending a boxing match in San Francisco snapped a shot of several high-ranking city officials. That would include the mayor of San Francisco, a member of Congress, a senior health administrator, all sitting at the event, all completely unmasked. The photograph went national. Americans were shocked to discover that the people making and enforcing the rules had no intention of following those rules. Within a short period, mask mandates across the country ended. It turns out the public was willing to endure inconvenience, but not hypocrisy. This country is facing a similar moment again now. Once again, officials in California have been caught on camera exposing their own contempt for their own public health measures. This is footage shot at a Democratic fundraiser yesterday morning in Napa Valley, that's just north of San Francisco. Nancy Pelosi was there. She's got an estate right nearby. So were other Democratic officials and the party's biggest donors. They paid $30,000 per ticket to be there. Now, looking at the picture, the first thing you notice about the group, other than how strikingly homogenous and non-diverse it is that none of them are wearing masks. They're breathing all the fresh air they like, as if it's 2019 again. The only people there who are wearing masks are their servants, the faceless brown serfs scurrying back and forth to bring them things. There's nothing worse than having the help breathe on you. But that's not a problem for Nancy Pelosi, as you can see.
The mask was all about young people and how we were reaching out to young people in the Olympics. Well, young people, we always ask them, how do you want to be reached out to?
It's repulsive, but revealing. It's pretty clear at this point that Nancy Pelosi, our chief COVID enforcer, doesn't believe a word she says about the virus. Now, Pelosi is 81 years old. That's deep in the risk range for coronavirus. She's standing at a crowded event in Napa, which, according to the Biden administration's color-coded map of the country, is one of the riskiest places in America for coronavirus transmission. And yet Pelosi is not social distancing. She's not wearing a face shield. She doesn't even have a mask on. Why is that? Well, clearly she understands she's not in danger. And since there are no Republicans present, she has no reason to pretend otherwise. As a reminder, here's what Nancy Pelosi sounds like when she's back in Washington.
Members and staff will be required to wear masks at all times. This is a mask from all over the country. I'm getting these masks. Real men wear masks, and these masks are essentially important. The chair views the failure to wear a mask as a serious breach of decorum. I have no advice for them, except when they come here, they have to wear a mask. But in any case, I'm a big believer in wearing the mask and not sharing any, shall we say, air unnecessarily.
Right. You see this? So you paying 30,000 people. Say this. You paying 30 racks a plate. So what if you and your lady, or you, your lady, and your kids, 2 kids go? You know what I'm saying? That's over 120 racks. Is you wearing a mask, Mizzle?
That's money, man.
You wearing a mask to that? Paying 120 racks?
Nah. I don't think so, brother.
You bet not ask me what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Versace cologne, bitch, and I'm wearing whatever the fuck I'm coming.
Right.
Fuck you mean what I'm wearing.
It's like going to the club with your mink on, and they want you to coat check it.
Right. Coat check. What, man?
What?
I don't even go with coat check. Ain't no coat check.
You ain't coat checking no mink.
Fuck you talking about?
Talking about
wearing a mask at a 30,000 per plate,
Yeah,
baby.
I'm in here.
I wish they would ask me to put on anything but a tux.
I'm coming clean, brother.
Me and my wife, man, we just spent 60 racks up in this bitch. Fuck you, man. Hey, Mark, that's how you come. As the nigga spent 60 racks, I spent 60 racks in this bitch.
Better be like.
Fuck you mean put on a mask, and
like,
you look them up and down. Like you mean put on a mask?
Hey, Judah.
I'm sorry.
They got to treat it like the NBA bubble.
Right.
Like too much money in the building. You got to protect everybody in there.
Right.
Everybody got to be safe. You paying that much money,
man. So y'all got to wear the mask.
Safe,
they said don't need the help. Got to wear the
They
mask.
better be spraying fucking hand sanitizer mist
Everything,
in the air in
yeah.
that motherfucker.
Yeah, treat it like
make
the
sure
NBA
it ain't
bubble,
no damn
man.
right.
The grass got
bubble,
mist
man.
in it. It's just automatically the grass. It just spray the grass while you're up under it. Just spray your shoes while you're walking on sanitized grass.
Paying that much money, it gotta be
Right, all the motherfuckers. You got a few meal up in there, right? Yeah. And nigga pay extra. You know, nigga, I donated extra. I paid 40 racks.
COVID free. COVID free.
It better be COVID free. All this money
all
up in
that
this
money
mug.
you pay for it, man. It better be sanitizer, spraying. Everything got to be tip top shape, man. Paying that much money for a plate.
Right. So what about Nancy Pelosi? So she in Washington D.C. So making everybody frantic. Talking about she wearing a mask all day, but she at the 30,000 event, and they telling her what to do. Like, bitch, we ain't wearing no mask. In Napa Valley, drinking Chardonnay.
She right with him. She right with her, huh?
This is her fundraiser. Oh, you no mask? Oh, well, shit, that's what y'all said. No mask. Check that off.
They only show you what they want you to see.
Right. And so she gonna fly back to DC. I wear my mask. I got this from all over the country, masked up. No, this the Delta is shit. I just got off the Delta, and the Delta is serious.
I had my mask on the whole time.
But you ain't had your shit up in Napa Valley. No. See, everything was sanitized. Everybody was vaxxed. Probably. I don't know, man. But allegedly, man. We got the next pick. We got Snuck Markets to deploy self-scanning robots to over 111 stores in and throughout Missouri.
It's coming.
What about that one?
Coming to a city near you. Yeah. You got to start
So now we got
kiosk machines. Now you got,
because they losing their jobs right now. They got the shutdowns. You got the they killing the middle class right now. And we gonna get into later. We got this video later, man, with the eviction crisis to where these people can't even pay their rent. What do you think? Who do you think the bars is when they shut the bars down? How many people do it affect? It don't just affect the customer. It affect the waiter, the waitress.
At least about 10 jobs at an average bar. You got the waiter, the bartender,
the cooks,
the bar back. You got the cooks. You got the bus boy.
Right, dishwashers.
The dishwasher. You got the host.
So when you shut down the bars, you fucking up all that money.
A whole lot of people, yeah.
So now we at the point to where in certain states too, and I said a lot of states is affected, but states like New York, where the governor right now, the one that's end up stepping down, put
Cuomo
laws into effect to where you got to have a COVID pass to go to bars. So you as a bar owner, or you, Mark, as a bar owner, would you want that law in? Some might. But would you, as a major motherfucker that's coming in, you get the mailman come in like Cheers every day. Motherfuckers like Judah come in. I gotta get my IPAs. These are typical people that come in every day.
After
you get
work,
your money,
yeah. Happy
and that
hour.
allows you to live in Auburn Hills or or just regular, you know what I'm saying? That allows me because I'm getting money out of my business. But when you put in mandates and shutting down businesses, then you start killing the middle class slowly.
Yeah, I agree with
Is
that.
this a pandemic then? Because it seems like to me that the COVID is not just killing people; it's the stress, it's the suicides, it's the people losing their jobs, it's the people that's panicking, that's staying at home, that don't want to work. Because I went out to the mall, I took my daughter to go get some shoes and shit, and I see not for sale signs, help wanted signs everywhere.
Everybody
at 12 Oaks Mall.
Everybody hiring right now.
I'm like, damn, I ain't seen this many outside of Detroit or inside Detroit, man. Mark, I haven't seen so many motherfuckers hiring.
Everybody hiring.
Please come here.
Everybody hiring. People scared to go back
start
to work
today.
Yeah. And it's about to get even worse because kids are going back to school.
Right. You got the buses.
You got the bus. You got the college students that have been having summer
So you got people sitting at home
Yeah.
too. What about the people that's sitting at home that don't want to make no money? They just want to get the what do they call that, Mark? The socialism type checks, right? Is that like where I get this guaranteed money,
government checks,
and I don't gotta show up because I'm scared. It's the new Delta. I had it, almost died, shit like that. What about them people right now? There's a lot of them people out now that's working, older people, because we right now, they hit us at a good time, man, Mizzle, because we in a transition of the baby boomer generation / they retiring, right? They was the most population or some shit right now.
Technology is,
and so they hit us right now when you got all these baby boomers retiring, got all these retirees in mass, and a lot of them scared. A lot of people just saying, "Well, fuck, I'm retiring." So now we got to hire new people. Some people retiring early.
Yeah, now the younger generation they not used to working. And they ain't got it in them because they born into
into
tech.
Sport, into royalty. You might as well say you into
you know what I'm saying, the technology now. So they ain't have to
say America though. America, you born into America.
They had to grind to get it. You know what I'm saying? So they not as active as like we was when we was growing up. They tend to be a little bit more laid back. I don't want to say lazy, but they tend more laid back, and they can do YouTube, and they can just sit back and be on the phone all day, and what I'm saying, create their own money, create their own jobs,
right?
By knowing what they know.
What is the people that can't create their own job? That's living check to check, which a lot of people right now in the U.S. was living check to check. What about them people that's right now? You done told them people all last year, don't pay your rent. Don't pay your rent.
Oh yeah. So now
and so how do that affects? Hold up. How do that affects? If you as the person that's occupying the home, and you telling the people don't pay the rent, but I'm the landlord. I got like 3 houses. Then I stay in Farmington Hills or in Hills somewhere, and I use that to pay my mortgage off. Then I'm a whole year in a hole with my mortgage. Like, it's motherfuckers like that, and situations like that. So you know what I'm saying? Let's watch this video right quick. We got the eviction crisis, man, Mark.
The eviction crisis.
We're gonna see what's really going on in middle America. Let's not always focus on the hood. Let's focus on middle America. Let's see how they live.
Treasury Department. Nearly 90% of the almost $50 billion allocated by Congress for rental assistance has not been distributed. Now, that money is meant for landlords whose tenants have stopped paying rent and cannot be evicted during the pandemic. CBS's Mola Lenghi reports in depth on the consequences for landlords in America's eviction crisis.
Brandy Lacasse has been waiting on rent for nearly a year.
I've cried many nights, like thinking, where's my money?
Lacasse owns 3 properties in upstate New York, but the single mother and Air Force veteran is functionally homeless after falling on some hard times. Lacasse says after notifying tenants they had to move out so she could move in, they simply stopped paying and stayed put. She and her daughter have been living out of her car and staying with friends. Despite more than $23,000 in unpaid rent, Lacasse can't force her tenants out because of state and federal moratoriums on evictions.
I don't understand how they can give my private property to somebody to live for free. I bought that property. I fixed it up with my blood, sweat, and tears.
The policies were meant to protect vulnerable renters during the pandemic, but some property owners say they have become collateral damage.
One thing that's very clear is we have no housing safety net.
Vincent Reyna, a housing policy expert and professor at the University of Pennsylvania, co-authored a new report showing that nearly 10% of landlords around the country collected less than half of their rent in 2020. Small landlords owning fewer than 6 units were most affected.
We're forcing low-income households and owners to essentially bear the cost of that in this current moment. And that's unfair to both parties.
I feel bad that I have not been able to pay her.
Carla MacArthur is LaCasa's tenant. With child care costs for her daughter and an autistic son, she says she can't pay rent.
We've gone from 2 incomes. I have had COVID-19 twice. My kids all have had it once. My husband's had it once. We've been affected by the virus.
MacArthur has been approved for rent relief in New York, but the state hasn't paid LaCasa yet. So far, New York has sent about 8% of its federal allotment of $2.6 billion relief dollars directly to landlords.
I'm not sure what she may do when the moratorium's lifted. That's what I'm afraid of being homeless.
2 families trying to avoid the same fate.
I invested in these properties never thinking I wouldn't have a place to live.
On opposite sides of a looming crisis.
I just want my house. That's it.
Olalengi, CBS News, New York.
Number from the Treasury Department. Nearly 90% of the almost $50 billion allocated by Congress for rental assistance has not been distributed. Now, that money is meant for landlords whose tenants have stopped paying rent and cannot be evicted during the pandemic.
Right. So that's a little pictorial into middle America on what's going really on. What's going on right now.
That's the other side you don't see right there.
But they're going to say, oh, no, Detroit, Chicago, New York City, Philly. Y'all, it's y'all.
Black areas is the one.
But they telling you the story, and they not paying the rent. Why, Mark? They smoking
the opioid crisis.
Opioid crisis. That's your girl, Janet.
Approved.
Woodcock approved.
That's she approved, yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, when they put a crack down on the Oxycontin and shit, they slowed that up. Who came in? They came in with the Mexican cartel.
What did they run to, yeah?
And remember, the Mexican cartel got the cheap heroin. They came with the $5 Nick heroin. This is unheard of. Nick heroin.
Yeah, unheard of. Unheard of.
They came with this shit.
Nickel heroin.
And I know places like my places where I stayed in Columbus and all that shit, where they had a real opioid crisis. Now they getting hit hard with the heroin.
They going through some shit that they ain't never experienced before, man.
And it's hitting the suburbs. That's why you got, I think we reported, it's a town in Indiana, damn near like half the town, or over 60% of the town got AIDS. A small town. This real shit in Indiana. You know why? Because damn near most of them is shooting up. They sharing needles.
Yeah.
This is real shit.
Hit them hard, man.
I think it's like a town of like, I want to say 16,000 or some shit.
They hit their ass hard, man. Just like the drugs.
So like we'd have been hit hard.
Yeah, we hit it.
So we know what to expect.
Yeah, we heard.
But them small towns like Pickaway, you got small towns like in Pennsylvania and all that shit. West Virginia, small cities like Lorain, Ohio. Peace to Lorain, used to be all through there. Elyria. Man, they getting hit hard, Joe.
Look like zombies and shit.
Chillicothe.
That's some bad shit, man.
Peace to Chile, Dayton, man, all that shit, man. They getting hit hard, man. And so we might not see it. We're like, oh, man, the hood, we fucked up. But out there, man, when there's no jobs and they getting a check in.
They waiting on that check, you know. Waiting on that check.
And I don't got to pay no rent.
We done went through that shit. So like I say, they just experiencing that shit.
We like, man, hell no. You got motherfuckers, man. I'm off dope, man. I'm trying to clean myself up, baby. I'm trying to clean myself up. I know I got people in my family like this, man. Like, for real. We've been through this shit.
We've been through that shit already, man.
They don't know what to do.
So now they feeling that pain. They feeling that struggle.
Oh, they getting hit. They getting hit hard. Upper Michigan. Why you think they rushed the Capitol? They like, man, you shutting down shit? I use my bar money. I use my bar money. Then I go down to Detroit, and then I cop me some sacks, and then I go back and forth with shit. I keep that networking.
And
this is real shit. People like this.
They need that.
But they gonna show you on the news like it's always the urban. And when it's in the urban area, it's them.
That's how that money.
They the ones in the most welfare. They the ones soaking up the most. Doing the most con shit on the PP shit and all that shit. We already did a report on where that shit money going. That shit went out of the country.
Yeah, they need that to circulate that money, man.
Right.
The shit deep, y'all. Pay attention. It ain't just us. We done did it already. We been through it.
Right.
We coming up. We don't went down rock bottom. We don't been through the struggle. We know how it is. You know, lights get cut off. You know what I'm saying? Can't pay the rent. Waiting on the check. Some people don't know what that shit feel like, man. And when they hit hard, they just they can't deal with it, man.
No, they can't deal with it, man. That's why they getting hit hard. That's why your boy Trump was going around. He was so popular, you know what I'm saying, amongst the rural areas and among the white populace, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, shit. Brace yourself, man, because right now in the world we got the Taliban taking over. We got Australia on lockdown. I think they had one COVID case. They locking down damn near the whole country. The police beating the shit out of them people over there right now. But right now, a lot of people is standing up right now. And so right now, it's looking kind of bad, man, for the people whoever running this operation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's Klaus Schwab, the Davos groups, whoever, man. We speak upon them, all these people. But who knows, man? It could be a collective, a group of. But this is right here is a hidden hand behind this shit, because it's not just
one side.
The Delta, man, because they shut down businesses. They like close. You know what I'm saying? Michigan is not closing because shit. Our governor is damn near scared. Allegedly. That's just me. She looking scared. One governor looking scared.
You know, she's keeping her mouth shut. You know, right now, scared. You know. Having nightmares, man, dreams.
Yeah, they're gonna kidnap her. They said allegedly, or something with the case with the militia or some shit.
Yeah, that shit.
And then the militia was ran by. They said, what's that one group? Whatever. I forget the people.
You know,
the DeVosses.
Yeah, you know, we don't play here, Michigan.
Yeah, Amway. So she come on now. She looking scared. She like, I ain't mandating nothing. I ain't talking about no mask or nothing. I'm just trying to get over this. Like, I don't even know if she lose, she ain't gonna run no more. She like, I'm just gonna retire.
Yeah. She wanna make it through this shit. Make it through.
Live in Greece, some goddamn where.
Make it to November. See you in November.
Right. So we got another video. We got the news using Biggie lyrics for COVID deaths warnings.
Biggie. Now, why? Come on, man. They done brought Biggie into it, man.
Yeah, they done brought Biggie into the shit, man. Come on, Mark. What they have so far? They had DMC.
Oh man.
Juvenile and Manny.
Look, he said. That was tough right there. I know that was a tough one, man. Juvenile, Manny Fresh. We had a lot of the actors and actresses came out, you know.
Come on, y'all.
Vax that thing up.
I just seen, this is kind of a little off subject, but still on subject. I just seen a local pastor come on the news and, advocate for everybody to go and get the shot.
So now, your pastor is no longer scared of Jesus or God. He's scared of the COVID.
Getting the churches involved now.
Like, Judah, you wrong. No, because they no. You supposed to be scared of God, Jesus, and all. And so now you promoting the COVID shot. What happened to the man above?
Who do you believe in?
Right. How in the hell is the man you follow in your congregation, the pastor telling you he's scared?
Who do you believe in? Keep the faith in God. That's one of Pac lyrics. Now we got to throw Pac in there. Then.
Oh shit! Don't give him no ideas. Don't give him no ideas.
Biggie and Pac, y'all.
God damn, man, Mark, don't give him no ideas. Well, who do you believe in?
Hey, that's Biggie and Pac, man. Why not?
So let's watch this video right quick, man, about them using the Biggie lyrics, man, for COVID warning.
COVID's dangerous. It's lethal. It's a bit like the beef Notorious B.I.G. used to rap about when he said, beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. Well, when COVID sees you, you can end up in ICU. Maybe not at the same rate as Biggie's beef, but that's the point about risk. You don't want to test these streets and risk ending up in the ICU.
The issue of safety, something that I want to make sure the American public understand. It's not only safety when you inject somebody and they get maybe an idiosyncratic reaction, they get a little allergic reaction, they get pain. There's safety associated. Does the vaccine make you worse? And there are diseases in which you vaccinate someone, they get infected with what you're trying to protect them with, and you actually enhance the infection. You can get a good feel for that in animal models. So that's going to be interspersed at the same time that we're testing. We're going to try and make sure we don't have enhancement. So the worst possible thing you could do is vaccinate somebody to prevent infection and actually make them worse. Next, and finally, with regard, I'll get you to your question. Finally, with regard to therapies, I mean, we keep getting asked about therapies. There's a whole menu of therapies that are going into clinical trial. As I've told you all, and I'll repeat it again, the best way to get the best drug as quickly as possible is to do a randomized controlled trial so that you know, is it safe and it's effective? If it's not effective, get it off the board and go to the next thing. If it is effective, get it out to the people that need it. So you're going to be hearing over the next month or more about different drugs that are going to go into these randomized controlled trials. And I feel confident knowing about what this virus is and what we can do with it, that we will have some sort of therapy that give at least a partial, if not a very good protection in preventing progression of disease.
Stolen ballots.
That's
man. What you think about that one, man? On that shit, man, with your boy Flip Flop.
That shit crazy. Now they
Come on,
coming
man.
out.
They just pandering to us any way that they can with this shit, man.
Just running.
You see how he just be talking, man?
Running, man. Running his mouth.
Don't he sound like some old crackhead that was smoking, man, from the Temptations? Man, I see how I was telling you. See, what happened was that you really need to take this shit, but it's because we put it through the animals.
We got more tests.
Nigga, we've been dealing with these crackheads. See, this is what I'm talking about. This crackhead motherfucking shit, man. When you lose your voice like that, Mark, what are that signs?
That's God telling you to shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's God telling you that you need to stop using your voice.
And then
we got some more drugs coming.
we got more drugs coming.
Hey, that's what he said. He got more drugs coming.
This
the
motherfucker,
test.
man. Then they use Biggie lyrics.
Yeah, that's deep, man.
They just pandering to it.
End up in ICU.
They trying to trick, man.
Like, have they remixed any Led Zeppelin songs or any fucking Garth Brooks songs or
Britney Spears or nothing? I don't know. No.
Promote any of that?
This is all. It's all nigga shit.
All promotion.
Let's get these nigga shit, man. Like for real,
What's up with all that promotion on, man?
Next, who they gonna come with, man?
They
gonna come with Chingy.
I about to say no. I was just about to say now they gonna bring Uncle Luke back with the band in the USA and shit.
Man.
Vaxxed in the USA.
Hey, man, like,
come on, Luke, don't do it, brother.
You know they gotta go.
You know Luke, Chingy need that check. Chingy to come in like
yeah, they gotta find somebody need a check. Luke might not need a check like that.
Right.
Luke
like Chingy nigga check. They gonna go get Chingy back out. Niggas like
put me with that needle right there.
Right there.
Oh, hey, that's a good one.
Right.
That's a good one.
They watching the show, man, getting ideas. Money, man.
God
damn it.
They gonna put a whole
Chingy back on this shit.
They gonna put a whole album together, man. Remix album, man. Watch. And it's gonna sell too. Watch.
Man, that's all, man. We down to the last 10 minutes, man. We got another video, man. Before we get into this, we're back on the stolen ballots. We're back on the ballots, Mark. So as California, let's go back to the other side of the United States. It's a tight race between Larry Elder and recalled Governor Newsom because he got the state on lockdown. A lot of small businesses have been suffering in LA and in California due to Governor Newsom's mandates and all this shit. Shutdowns. Yep, you shutting down. But places like Hollywood was operating and shit, and but across the street from Hollywood, like the diners and all that shit was shut down. I mean, do you think that shit was right? No. I don't think shit like that. What about you?
They mad, they suffering.
And so they got Larry Elder that's supposedly about to take over the vote in California for the recall. The people put together enough signatures for the recall for Gavin Newsom to be recalled.
Right.
And so this one guy that supposedly was asleep in his car, and he got a loaded gun and a fucking a thing of pills.
Okay.
And some stolen ballots in his fucking car. Like, what the fuck, man? I mean, he got some Compton ballots. Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker got like over 300 ballots, man, just in his car.
Drugs and the gun.
And he sleep. That's how they found him.
Passed out. High to the motherfucker.
High to the motherfucker.
So this motherfucker hit a lick, stole the ballots, popped some pills.
Or was the ballots given to him? And they gave him the pills or whatever, paid him off. But this motherfucker happened to take his shit while he working with the gun. If anybody stop you, you good. Because I want you to listen to the story. Let's roll the story right quick. I want you to listen to the story. And then at the end, I want you to tell me what they say about this dude. That's fishy.
Recall election are found inside a man's car.
But was it a case of election fraud or a case of theft? KCAL9 political reporter Tom Wade is here now with the latest, and he can tell us what it is.
I hope I can. I think they're trying to figure that out right now. But the good news is police are saying right now that this accused thief got his hands on all these ballots. But at this point, investigators do not believe this is part of any kind of coordinated scheme. Meanwhile, on the front-runner status, the race is drawing a lot of fire. Torrance police seize a loaded 9mm handgun, drugs, and stolen mail, which included 300 recall election ballots. Officers recovered the stolen items from a man passed out behind the wheel of his car after someone called 911.
There's two questions we need to answer in this investigation. Is one, how did those ballots end up in his vehicle, and what was his intent with those ballots? And right now, we're still trying to figure that out with the investigation.
Police say the stolen ballots were not tampered with.
They were still sealed in their envelope. It wasn't like the ballot had already been filled out and in the return envelope. It wasn't like that.
Meanwhile, with the recall election just weeks away, the campaign trail is busy.
Now, when I started running, I knew that it was going to be vicious.
Over the weekend, GOP frontrunner in the recall election, Larry Elder, took some heat over whether he properly disclosed where he makes his money. The state investigation comes after the LA Times reported Elder might have misreported his income and his ownership of a company called Lawrence Elder and Associates.
The fact that somebody has been looking into this in detail really suggests that he is considered the front runner.
Elder's campaign sent us a statement essentially denying the implications of anything improper, saying our campaign was made aware of a simple mistake in our candidate filing, and we corrected it as soon as possible. These amendments are quite common in the campaign world. Last week, Elder was hit by another potential scandal. His ex-fiancée claims Elder abused her physically and emotionally during the 18 months they lived together before breaking up in 2015. At one of Elder's weekend rallies, the conservative talk show host did not directly address those accusations, instead blaming the media.
I knew the media was going to do whatever they could to stop me because I'm taking on powerful interests. I'm taking on the teachers union because I support choice in public education.
The DA's office is also investigating the missing ballots, and the county registrar says those people that are impacted should receive a new ballot in the mail. The suspect in question was released on his own recognizance, so it's not clear at this point yet what charges he may ultimately face.
Recall election are found inside a man's car.
But was it a case of...
So yo.
Man.
So what was fishy, man?
That's crazy.
Mizzle, at the end, they said he was released on the OR.
He got released, man.
So you got caught in a car with a loaded gun, stolen ballots,
and drugs,
and you released on the OR. And what's so fishy? They were so quick to say in the beginning, this is not a coordinated thing. This is not a coordinated thing. You know what I'm saying? And then they talking about stolen ballots, but in the middle of the story, they divert by talking about my man and him beefing with his girl.
Politics.
His ex-wife.
Yeah, politics deep.
They throw you off.
Yeah, politics deep.
You know what I'm saying? And what he say? I'm going against some powerful interests. Because I'm going against teacher unions. I'm going against big money Gavin Newsom. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my man has some stolen ballots, man. So how the fuck he get out with a loaded gun and shit? In LA County.
It's a setup going down, man. They trying to sabotage something, man. I wonder who gonna pull that race off.
Fishy, man. When you walk out, Mark, when you got guns, drugs, and some stolen politics shit in your car.
But on the other hand, I'm gonna bring us some dirt about the candidate,
right? To throw you off, like he
about
he was
past.
beefing. Like what the fuck that
about
got
his
to do with the
past. I'm
stolen
gonna bring about his
ballots?
past and bring some shit up that haven't.
Look at the story, people.
What's going on, y'all? I wonder who's gonna
That
win
shit's
that.
fishy. I don't know, man. That shit, they already got
the
ballots
recall.
moving through niggas and Oxycontins or whatever they got.
It's
Had
called a recall
Percocets
for a reason, yeah.
And that shit got caught up because my man was paid with some pills to move the shit. They say he got the gun. You know what I'm saying? Take the gun just in case. But this nigga took some pills and fell asleep. And then the popos happened to roll up on him. But he gets OR'd out.
Smack on the wrist.
We all know about. Come on, man. Come on, man.
A little smack on the wrist.
My convicts.
Yeah, you get a little.
We all know about OR. Sometimes you get
OR
OR'd on some old hoe shit. Yeah, they let you walk.
What is OR abbreviated for those that may not know?
On recognizance. You get out on your signature. You know what I'm saying? That's the nigga. That's your John Hancock, basically. You get out on your John Hancock. We trust you.
A little smack on the wrist.
That's really on some less shit, but you very rarely get OR'd on a drug
pistol case,
loaded gun, and you got
case.
some shit. That's kind of, you ain't get no bond.
And you got government stolen. You got stolen ballots. That's good.
Right.
You with temper with the
government
government.
ain't came to see you. You just get
fucking
OR'd out. That's some fishy shit right there, Mark.
It's federal, man. You fucking with shit like that,
right?
And you got a gun.
They hurried up and let him out. Give him my OR. Hurry up. The judge probably gave his ass an OR in 2 hours.
Be a terrorist
Get
act
your
right
ass
there,
up out of
man.
there. What the fuck was you sleep? I gave you the work to get to there to go drop the shit off.
You fucked up, man. We gotta cover up for this shit.
His ass might be dead or something.
Get up out of here, man. Get up out of here.
Overdose. Nah, I'm just saying, man. Allegedly, man. But other than that, I got some books, man. Let's roll, man. Before we get up out of here, since we on that on some shit right now, we can't see. We fighting an unseen war right now, or unseen villain. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the COVID is shit. You basically don't know where the fuck it's at. So it's basically a unseen fucking villain, man, that we fighting. You know what I'm saying? So you get this unrestricted warfare, which just tells you about the lockdowns. It teach you about instead of fighting with guns, shutting down your shit through hackers and shit. Bringing biological warfare through your shit, shutting you down like that. Right. Shutting you down with EMF bombs that shut you down from electric, whatever. Damn. And this is right there, unrestricted warfare. We don't gotta fight you hand in hand with your ARs or
you might not see me coming.
Whatever y'all got in America. We hit you with the bio, maybe with the bam with the shit that they doing right now. That's
super advanced shit that they don't even know to restrict yet.
Right now, and this is right now from one of the people that left the Chinese army that they has been talking about it. So this is saying we know we can't beat America hand to hand. So what we're gonna do unrestricted
disguise
warfare.
It.
You know what I'm saying? We got also the servants of Allah, African Muslims enslaved in the Americas right now. It's an excellent book right now that teaches about actually how the Moors and all that was over here first, way before they came over here and shit, enslaved. Shit was going on with kingdoms over here, the whole nine. We got my aunt's book. This is my aunt books, which is in depth with my shit, the Moorish cookbook. And hers is called The 4 Generations of Cooks. They're both on Amazon, but this right here is more in depth if y'all want to get into y'all like y'all good southern style biscuits.
Biscuits and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Biscuit and gravy, man.
Some shit, the rice pudding, shit like that. But this book right here, this is like the Bible of Southern cooking.
The recipes.
You know what I'm saying? This is 4 generations of chef. This is my aunt, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother. Right here. Same people that's in my book right here. Right here. The Moorish cookbook. But this right here, this is, as you see, it's way more in depth.
Cakes on the back of that boy.
Right, yeah, they got the cakes, everything in there. So if you really want real, like the coconut cake, all that, the real caramel, how you make caramel from scratch. I don't got time for all that. I'm a cook though, but you know, you got caramel, so caramel will fuck you up. That shit sit on your skin, man, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Caramel?
Yeah, caramel. If you whipping caramel, you get 3rd-degree burn because that shit splash on you and harden up real quick. Because you know that shit harden up.
The caramel shit.
I had chefs, I know bakers, man. They had whole graphs on that shit because the caramel is splashed on them. And that shit harden up real quick. And that shit like locking on you like concrete. Why it's burning.
Yeah. Got you.
That's real shit. That's some
Caramel
shit.
apples and shit.
So what we got left? What we got the bud of the week?
Oh yeah, man. I almost forgot, man. Bud of the week. I got that lemon tree, man. A little danky lemon tree on some lemony, earthy, smelly, good tasting bud. You know what I'm saying? If you just want something just to
Was
relax.
that hybrid or indica?
The sativa. You just want, get out and cut the grass, you know what I'm saying? Water the grass, clean up early in the morning, This with a cup of coffee or some tea, you'd be real smooth, you know what I'm saying? For lunchtime. It take you to about lunchtime. After that, then, switch up to something different. But, it's a good early morning buzz. So, you know what I'm saying? The lemon tree, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I recommend it.
Melissa had the names of the books posted somewhere on the site. No, like the 4 Generations of Cooks. You can go get it on Amazon. The Moorish Cookbook you can get on Amazon. This book right here, The Servants of Allah. Always check like eBay for these books first. You can get them used and they still be looking new. I think I got this probably used for $10, $20. But right here, get this. And then Unrestricted Warfare, I grabbed this one. I think it was new for probably $9 or $10 on Amazon. But this right here, it's key to what's going on right now with the COVID-19 Klaus Schwab book. Read both of those. Get the COVID-19 book. It's all blue by Klaus Schwab. And this book, and you'll damn near know what the fuck going on right now with the Unrestricted Warfare, with what's going on, because all this is basically leading us to
quick knowledge,
the cashless society.
Quick knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be cashless.
Yep.
You got the mark of the beast. They want to know your records. Everybody want to know your records, and it's
be
all
your
gonna be all up in your skin or on the pinky ring. I don't know what the fuck this shit gonna be.
Have wherever you want it at. You want it on the ear.
Take your shoe off.
You want it on your ear like an earring. People gonna be styling. One in the nose ring.
Yeah, I got one
in the
nose, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Style the mark of the beast on the nose.
They gotta have a teardrop. Even a teardrop.
Yeah, mark of the beast on the teardrop.
Long
as we can scan that bitch. Hold on, I can scan. Where you got your shit, man? I got my shit on the side. Man, we can't be scanning like that. Man. Come on, man.
Don't fall for it, man. Stay with the real, man. Believe in the truth.
You already know some of these motherfuckers gonna take the mark of the beast, man. They can't wait.
They want to get downloaded.
We give you an extra 20 racks on signing up. Credit. 20 racks credit.
And I can download 50 songs in you.
Yeah, you get 100,000 songs
downloaded,
20 racks, and you get 1,800 in food stamps. All downloaded. They go
free Wi-Fi.
Roll up. Boom. And right. COVID pad. Just go get the COVID pads.
Free Wi-Fi.
Right. Man, my Mark, so what's up, man? That's basically about it, man. So shit. We see y'all next week.
See y'all.
With a whole nother episode, man, on some new shit, on some news, man. So shit, I'm Judo Woke Ace.
T-Miz is a great.
Mark from 7 Mile. We'll see y'all next week, man. Next Thursday. Peace.
Stay safe.
Warning.